That's hilarious. Just at COCO Eats now.
Yes.
Not been here before, not heard anything about it, but I'm meeting an old friend from like college, like years ago. I didn't even know she was over here. So yeah, we're reconnecting. I'm bringing mum along so we can all just chill, like a girly lunch. So we'll show you guys what it looks like inside. Loving it. Even with the lights out and the other issues, we're still loving it.
Hello. Hello.
So this is Annie the girl.
Annie.
And there's Andy the boy.
Oh.
Andy. So they were having babies. So we neutered him. She decided to go outside, and he's the result of her outside, her outside activities. So now she's brought him home.
This is nice.
Beautiful. Oh, thank you.
Look, shall we hold it?
Beautiful.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Where you going? What's going on? Okay. That's hilarious. We had a lovely lunch today. It was really nice to experience. Maybe I'm tired, I think. Actually, I'm tired. We woke up early this morning.
Yeah, we did actually.
Yeah, we woke up at like 6 or maybe even before. Guys, there is a bird, right, that keeps pecking at our window.
Yes.
He sits in this thing outside the window, and every morning at about 6 o'clock, from between 6 and 8, he would pop, 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 pop.
I remember, do you remember the first time I heard it? I'm in my sleep and I can hear this knocking. So I'm thinking, oh, it must be Kelly that's knocking at the door to come in, and I'm in the sleepy state. I'm like, come in.
Yeah,
come
Mum's like, yes. And I'm like, Mum, I think it's a bird. Oh my goodness.
I opened the curtain and I went to have a peep. There's this bird just sitting there, just knocking at the window. Like he wanted to come in.
Yeah.
Maybe join me and Shelley in the bed.
Oh God. I don't understand. Like every day, like literally every single day, without fail, it just keeps doing it, and I don't understand. And the thing is, this morning I actually saw it sitting in there, and it was pecking. At first we thought it was pecking at its reflection. So that's probably like sometimes if the bird, if the windows are mirrored, then it pecks at its reflection thinking that it might be an op or something. But today it was actually just pecking on the middle seam of the window. So I don't know what it's doing. I'm wondering if like maybe there used to be a tree here that it had some sort of connection to or something. I don't know. We were trying to theorize as like why it was doing this. But also, it's really like trying to wake us up. It's really annoying. It's actually really annoying.
I think then some people say it's because of the reflection, but that time of morning.
But that's
I
what I'm
don't
just
think
saying. Were you listening to me?
No, probably
No,
not.
I didn't think you were.
I love
I didn't think you were. I was like, what? There's no reaction
to
here.
myself.
I wonder how that's gonna look on the camera. Like, Mum's just there, like, off in her own world.
Yeah, it was. I really was sorry about that.
Wow. Wow. So anyway, so the bird, it just keeps doing that every morning at between 6 and 8. It does it. Sometimes I would touch the curtain and it flies away, and then the cheek, it comes back. Anyway, so anyway, today was lovely. We had a nice time going to explore a different area that we hadn't been before. So I'm not entirely. It was Cantonments or La Bonne. Yeah, so it was really nice today. We had a nice chill day. Well, I said no, it wasn't chill. Why am I saying that? It wasn't chilled actually, because we both had belly issues this morning.
Yes,
like we both had belly
God.
issues. Kelly's been having belly issues
Since
back
she got
home.
home,
Yeah, like
Eli
has belly
on the
issues.
aeroplane.
Yeah, he threw up, guys.
Oh, my
He
goodness.
threw up twice on the aeroplane, all over the seats, all over
All
Kelly,
his
everything.
clothes, everything had to be taken off.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. Sam's
ears was
belly,
even
even
hurting?
Sam's belly has gone funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eli's ears went funny. But after that, after the belly issues and stuff like that, we went to meet a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in years. We went to college together, and I had put up a post on Instagram talking about like coming to Ghana, and turns out she'd been living here for the past 11 years. So like we literally, after college, everybody sort of like, you grow apart, you lose touch with people, whatever. So yeah, like it's like mad. She's been here for 11 years. So it was really nice to kind of connect with her again today. And we went to a really nice place. We went to COCO Eats. The service was good.
It was.
The
was
food
nice
came
there.
out quick.
Yes.
It wasn't
definitely.
like, and the thing is, we stayed there talking. We just had water,
talking,
and we
including me.
stayed there talking. For I don't know how long we were talking.
She
for.
was. It came as if she was also my friend from back in the days at college.
Yeah, and like we were talking for so long before we even ordered, and the waiters, they weren't kind of like pressing you to order. They weren't hovering. They weren't coming multiple times. Like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Like they came, they asked. We were like, oh no, sorry, we haven't. And they went, and then they came back like later on and was like, are you lot ready? And even though we weren't, we were like, oh, we'll order now. And they just waited for us to put in our order and whatever. We had a few adjustments that we wanted to make to some of the dishes. They found out if they could, they did it. So it was a good service, I would say. Good aesthetics as well. It was a really nice place.
It was a lovely
it was a really nice place. It wasn't too hot. It was and it wasn't too cold. Sometimes you can go to establishments and the aircon is too cold, and now it's like, oh damn, I should have worn like a cardigan or something.
Now you're shivering.
Yeah. But it was really really nice. It was really nice.
The atmosphere was nice.
And the food was nice. Oh my God, I forgot to say that. But the food was so good too.
Yeah, because I had black rice.
Yeah, which is usually my favourite.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mum had black rice with salmon, and we didn't want the teriyaki sauce.
And the rice was seasoned. Like how Kelly would do it at home.
Yeah.
It was so tasty.
Yeah.
There wasn't much sauce. I didn't have much sauce.
No, there wasn't, because I guess because we asked them to take off the teriyaki sauce.
Yeah.
But it's like, because sometimes actually when you do make amendments, you'd say to them, oh, can I not have blah blah blah, and then the food comes dry.
Yeah, no,
dry, like they're almost punishing you for making an amendment.
Yeah, they made this with love. Even though I didn't want all of the
it's true.
Paraphernalia.
It's true. And so I got yellow rice with coconut chicken or something like that. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. It was so good. It was really, really good. Yeah, and then we went to my friend's house, which was beautiful. I'll put a little clip in, but it was absolutely stunning. And it's nice to see places that look like that, that's outside of the West. because there is this perception that when you go to the global south, especially in certain places, that everyone's living in a shack and everyone's poor and everyone's struggling, and that isn't the case. And whilst poverty is very real, and while struggle is very real and very true and does need to be addressed, it isn't the only reality. And so it's nice to see,
just like everywhere else,
yeah, just
really.
like anywhere else, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And so it is nice to see that kind of other side, especially for us coming from the West, where the image of Accra,
where the majority of time we get shown just one side of it.
Yeah.
The poverty.
Yes,
the big
exactly.
bellies.
Yeah, exactly.
You
The
know?
image of Africa tends to be very negative and for the most part, and the only positive is usually a safari. Like,
have you seen the new thing that, well, I don't know if it's new, but the thing that they're doing now where they're putting Africans up and they're eating.
yes.
And they're around the fire,
Yeah.
and the pot, and they're taking the food out of the pot, and it's hot. And the last one I saw was the woman had a baby, and she said,
I've got one level Mark.
you know, is why are you trying to put that image across?
Yeah, and was like images like that, it's not untrue in certain instances. So you do have people that are nomadic, you do have people that do live in the bush or whatever, but the way in which it's portrayed is that it's everyone, and that it's something negative. Like, they don't ever, it's kind of like now where people have caught on to the benefits of doing mud houses, right? Whereas before, mud houses were uncivilized, it was savage, it was like, and even to the point where they brought in taxation for building mud huts in Africa, imagine. But now that they've gone on this whole, now they've gone on this whole green tip.
It's called
Cob houses, earth ships,
yes.
earth homes, all this kind of stuff, and like now because they've gone on this whole, you know, green, sustainability, eco-friendly, as if people weren't doing this for how many years already. Like, and it's things like that. Like, so yes, those kind of people do exist, but it's not, they make it seem like they want them to be viewed as animalistic as opposed to being in tune with nature. Like, who's to say that actually maybe when you eat your food with your hands you have a better connection? Who's to say that that isn't the case? Do you know what I mean? Who's to say that using a fork, a metal fork, that might not be, that might change the chemical makeup or the energy of the food once you put that in that thing? Because even when you make certain recipes, they tell you not to use metal unless it's stainless steel. They tell you things like that because it will change the makeup of what you're using. It reduces the healthy impact. So who's to say that actually the hands that God gave me, like, aren't what I should be using to eat? Like, who's to say that? So but the way in which they portray it is that they're very animalistic, and we don't like that image of Africa. And yes, I would say,
I saw a YouTuber the other day, and she was talking about it. She said she was so shocked that is how they're portraying people who live on the same continent as herself, you know. And I just find that it's really ridiculous, whether it's true or not. It's the way they're doing it, and you know that they're behind the camera telling these people how to act. You know, and
be a bit more exaggerated.
Yeah, and be a bit more. You know, let's hear the mouth. You know, yeah, and then you can hear the people actually snapping, and you know, and like they're really enjoying it. You know,
Yeah,
that
all the
kind of
mouth
way.
sounds.
All the mouth, and it's like, why do you have to do that? And you know what? Those particular YouTubers that's putting out those type of videos, they're getting millions and millions and millions of views. So can you imagine how many millions of people have seen this type of videos? Whereas when you try to do the decent video, you know, putting out decent videos of people, you know, trying to be nice and kind to human beings, humanity, respect humanity, you don't get that amount of views, you know.
Yeah.
But that's how it
And
is.
yeah, no, it is. It's really ridiculous that the amount of ignorance that surrounds the continent of Africa. And I will say Africa. I know some people, they'll be like, oh, but we're in Africa. We're in Africa. You're talking about Africa is not a monolith. Africa, I understand that. But in the West, Africa is a monolith. They don't care whether you're from north, east, south, or west. They do not care. If your skin is a certain color and you're from the continent, you're all tarred with the same brush. They don't care. They really don't. And so that's why you'll get some people in comments so there's a girl, I don't know her name, but I think she's in Uganda. She's really beautiful. She has an afro and she does content about like living in the village and stuff like that. And people will ask her, how do you have phones? As if she's not got a TikTok. She's literally on TikTok. And they would ask her, do you have phones in Africa? Africa. Like, they don't care where she is. It don't matter.
Do you have water?
Like, do you have water? Do you have soap? Do you have... Just stupid things like that. And then you'll go to Nigeria. There's another Nigerian creator. And she too is getting those same comments. Oh, I thought you lot lived in trees. Sorry? And that's because the image that is pushed is one that is very negative, and it's like the whole of Africa is underdeveloped, it's impoverished, it's savage, it's backwards. Like, that is the image that they push. Wow, this has gotten really political. I didn't expect to get.
Wow.
But yes, but yeah, say that to say that is why sometimes we want to show, we don't want to take part in the sort of poverty PR. Not all the time. It's not all the time that we want to show that. Sometimes we want to show that there are other sides. It's multifaceted, just like with any other place. Like, every other place is multifaceted, as is Africa. And I use that term as in the whole of Africa is multifaceted. There's different levels of poverty, there's different levels of wealth, there's different levels of development, there's different levels of underdevelopment. And then, you know, we could even get into why it's underdeveloped, but we won't. But we won't. It's too late. It's too late. But anyway, it was lovely to catch up. We were ladies of leisure today. We were ladies who lunched.
Yes, it was really nice.
It was really nice
meeting your friend.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Really nice. I mean, I sat there and chatted to her like I knew
like we
her
were
from
all
time.
old friends.
Yes.
You know what else is nice? Is the fact that we were ladies who lunched today. A few months ago, I was not a lady who really lunched as such because of work. Like, because of the constant working and stuff like that. And now that I've left my job, it gives me this opportunity to make connections. Like, and it felt so liberating.
And in a relaxed way as well.
In a relaxed way, not a quick, oh no, I could only do a half an hour, or oh yeah, no, the lunch is up, I need to head back, or blah, 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 I've got a meeting, I've got, like, it didn't feel like that. It was such a relaxed, like you said, a relaxed environment. The conversation was flowing, energy was flowing, and
it, really
it just felt so different.
Did you notice there wasn't a quiet moment when we were speaking?
Yeah.
We got there at what time?
Guys, we got there at 12:30. I think we left her house about 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 7. But yeah, it just made me really see like how your energy can change when you change your environment, if that makes sense. And if you have the opportunity or the ability to change your environment, I think that you should. Don't be scared, and you can do it scared, actually. Like, I think Lisa Nichols says, sometimes you can be scared, because it was a big leap that I did leaving my job. And it was scary, but you know, you can do it scared. You can still do it. Like, even if you are scared, don't let the fear stop you from going forward or trying out new things. Lisa Nichols, I think she says, you could do it with your teeth chattering and your knees shaking. Still do it anyway.
Yeah, do it scared anyway.
Do it scared. And so, yeah,
just
I think...
as long as you do it anyhow.
Exactly.
Just do it.
Exactly. And that's a great note to end on. That's a great note
because
to end
we can go on forever, really.
We really could.
You know what?
No, look, look.
That is exactly what was happening today.
It was.
But you know what? This is how we are in real life.
Yeah.
The whole family, we will sit and chat and chat and chat.
Oh my God,
we'll chat for hours, you know.
We can
and,
chat.
Yeah.
Like, even here, when the power went off, we're just there chatting.
in the dark, chatting. That's all we do, you know. Chat. And laugh. We laugh a lot as well, you know. But yeah.
Mainly because I'm funny.
No, it's not. It's mainly because I'm funny.
Ooh.
I am the funniest one here.
Ooh, that's
Out of all of you.
You see, even the camera's saying 10%. It can't even deal with that.
The camera's saying time.
It's time to go.
Time to go.
Okay, guys, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate you coming along on this journey with us. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications and make sure you choose all notifications so you can be notified whenever we upload. Also, we do premiere our videos, so sometimes if we get reception, because sometimes our reception is quite bad, but when we do get reception, we join the premiere and we talk to people live in the actual chat. So come and join us, come and chat with us, give us your recommendations, whatever. So yes, thank you guys. See you in the next one.